Everybody has this idea in their mind that once somebody is attractive, like you look at all these attractive people, the celebrities, the models, you think their life is perfect. They've got everything sorted out. There is nothing bad ever that happens in their life. But what if I told you that's actually not true?
Take that back, you...
So what I'm gonna do today is give you 22 different cons to being a more attractive human. So without further ado, let's get it. People are going to be stealing your style, stealing your swag down to every single little detail in a couple of things. First of all, they think it's perfectly fine to do this. They don't find anything inauthentic about stealing somebody else's style whatsoever. And number two, whenever it doesn't work for them, then they're going to blame you and resent you for them not being able to pull off the look. And then they'll start kind of hating on you from this point. You will be studying more than understood. This means that tons of people are going to look at you as a person objectively rather than actually trying to understand anything deeper. It's almost like they only see you as an object rather than an actual person.
My God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm!
Wait.
And I think a lot of attractive women throughout Hollywood are always complaining about this, and even men are constantly getting objectified. I mean, look at all the shirtless men throughout Hollywood the past couple years and how objectified they are, but yet we don't have any issue with it, especially when it's a man for some reason. You accidentally intimidate people on a constant basis. You'll notice even people that you like, even people that you're cool with, every now and then they will act awkward. They will act a little bit distant. It's almost like some people just do not actually know how to act whenever they are around somebody more attractive. And because of that, people will pre-react before you even speak. Just because the way you look, people already have these preconceived notions about you. So they might have a chip on their shoulder. They're gonna think that you're the most arrogant douchebag in the entire world. They might think that you're really feminine and soft, and they can kind of be a pushover with you and alpha dog you. Like, there's so many different things. But the biggest thing is people are just going to act weird around you. It's almost like they have no freaking clue what to do with themselves. Your words are dissected much more harshly. If somebody average looking were to say something, for example, no one really cares, even if it's offensive. But let's say you are more attractive, people take every single word that you say so harshly, man. Like, if you were to make a joke, for instance, in real life or on social media, that's just the tiniest bit offensive, you can easily get canceled. Look at cancel culture, man. There are celebrities who have not even done anything that bad. They make one little joke, maybe even 20 years ago, boom, they're canceled for life. Their career's over. But someone averages the same joke, no one cares. You feel more pressure to look effortless. I've always told you guys this. Even if you did looks max very aggressively, you work out all the time, it takes so much to sustain yourself. You gotta keep up the appearance that it's effortless, because once you break the illusion that you actually worked hard for your looks, now for some reason it's not as attractive. You cannot age normally. Like an average person, they can age, they can get wrinkles, their hairs can get gray. Nobody really cares. But once somebody's more attractive, look at Brad Pitt. He is fighting tooth and nail to keep looking young. He's getting facelifts, Botox, everything under the sun to look his best, because there's so much pressure as you get older. The second you start getting those wrinkles, people are gonna judge you like, oh, he glowed down. Oh, look at that guy. He's so ugly now. He used to be so beautiful back in the day. It's like there's so much more pressure to keep this up. You have to downplay your ambition to be more likable. Like, you kind of have to play yourself down just a little bit. You can't really seem too ambitious, too career driven. Otherwise, it's going to be very, very intimidating. Confidence and looks is going to be an instant target for you, man. You better watch out. People want to see you lose just so that they can feel better about themselves, because most people, they're not doing anything with their lives. They are sitting at home, jerking it, playing video games, and just watching the corn hub. They're not doing anything. They see you attractive, living life. They're preying on your downfall, and whenever you do fail, when you don't do exactly what you say you're gonna do, it makes them feel better. It's like, oh, yeah, that means that I shouldn't have even tried to begin with. And you should always be putting in effort, man. And with that, you're always going to be dealing with people projecting their insecurities onto you. So if they feel attracted to you, men, for example, oh, that guy is sus. Oh, that guy is so stupid. Oh, that guy is so bad with women. Oh, that guy. There's so many assumptions about you when no one actually knows anything about you. All they know are themselves, and they project this onto you constantly when you're more attractive. I say all of that, but don't forget all the benefits of looking more attractive, man. Having a more attractive face, being solid, it will get you so much further in life. So today I've got 2 supplements to actually help with this. I'm gonna keep it short, man, but we got Aries Raise and Titan Growth 2.0. And right now on kalosique.com, my website, 25% off everything. With the code FREEDOM, this is my biggest sell of the year, so it's only until July 7th. You got to get on it, man. Because Aries Race, for example, has everything scientifically proven to boost testosterone, Tanga Ali, we've got boron, zinc, oyster extract, maca, everything, man. And then Titan Growth.
The review said grew 2 inches within 2 months or something like that. Mine was 2 inches. About 2 inches.
Man, 92% of you guys are deficient in basic vitamins and minerals. This gives you everything, 500 to 1000% of all your daily required nutrients, because when you are deficient, your IGF-1 human growth hormone is going to shut down. You can't grow taller. You're not going to develop properly, man. So those are the 2 things you really need. And don't forget to join my school, Kalos VIP. Right now, it's only $12, down from the typical $55. We've got over 10 hours of content, group VIP calls with me and all of my students. You got to join, man. Link below. Even whatever you're genuinely being kind to other people, or even if you are actually a good person, people think it's BS. They don't actually believe it, man. They believe that you are narcissistic, egotistical, whatever is actually going on. They think that whenever you're actually being a good person, this is putting on a mask. You're fake. You're doing all this just to put up with appearances. It's so silly. You will attract people who try to fix you when you are more attractive. Like, people will come into your life, maybe it's partners or friendships, whatever. They're going to try to assume that something is wrong with you. That's the thing. Whenever you almost look too perfect, you look very, very good. A lot of people are going to try to look for mistakes with you. They're going to try to be like, oh, he's probably got this disorder. He's probably got this childhood trauma, different things. And they're going to try to fix you. Dating can feel superficial. It's actually very hard to find a real connection, because as tough as it is, boys, a lot of these women, they will be using you for your attractive face and your big wiener. It's so sad, but I'm being honest, I'm being genuine right now. It will be harder to actually form a connection once you are to a certain level of attraction, like actually finding somebody to build life with, to marry. It's going to be very difficult to find that fine line. And then it's the same thing from the female perspective. What if whenever you get older, you're not quite as handsome? Will they still love you at this point? Like, there's so many questions. Therapists and people in general won't really take your problems as seriously. I mean, look at all of these handsome men. A lot of them have very, very bad mental health issues like depression, anxiety, and a lot of people don't take it seriously. The therapist, society, friends, family, you complain about your problems, people really don't take you seriously. They're like, oh, he's attractive, he doesn't have any problems. And if you are single, people assume there is definitely something wrong with you, especially if you're past a certain age. Then you're just gonna get a lot of negativity. Oh, they're only single because of this. Oh, they're only single because of that. They look good, so something really deep must be wrong there. You cannot vent about anything in your life without sounding arrogant. It's like a wealthy person. You ever see a wealthy person try to complain about anything? People get so enraged. They're like, how dare you complain? Like, do you have any right to actually complain about this? You're rich at the end of the day. And the truth is, man, even if you are attractive, you do not have life made up for you. And a lot of people act like you do. So if you vent, if you complain about anything, they act like you're arrogant. Most people will never assume that you actually worked for anything. Like, let's say you come from a lower to middle class family, no money, there are really no opportunities. Nothing's ever been given to you into your entire life. You were skinny, maybe you were fat growing up, whatever it is. But now you look good, you've got a good career going for you. People will assume you did nothing to actually work for it. They want to find any excuse to justify why you have something, but they do not. People are always going to question your intelligence. This one's a given. Like, whenever you are more attractive, there's that old stereotype that whenever you're attractive, you're also pretty stupid. This one is pretty old, but I did make a video about this. Science actually proves that if you have a more symmetrical, more aesthetic face, typically everything else will evolve as well. You need to be very selective with who you date. Like, you got to be very careful. There's going to be a lot of women trying to use you to tie you down. There's going to be some women, they might even want to get with you just because you're going to be the perfect trophy boy. You look good on their arm, on Instagram, social media. They can brag about you to their friends, but do they actually care about you? They may or may not, and that is why you got to be so selective when you are more attractive. You're rarely actually approached by anybody. A lot of guys won't ever try to approach you to be friends. A lot of girls won't come up to you, try to approach you to go out with you, anything like that. Typically only in drinking scenarios, people got a little bit of liquid courage. That's when everyone suddenly gets a lot more vocal. You're treated like a fantasy, not a person. People create archetypes about you. They create entire storylines about who you actually are as a person without knowing anything about you. Last but not least, you feel the pressure to be deep, because if you do not appear deep to society, people will assume that you're superficial, narcissistic, all you care about is looks, and it is quite entertaining. So, handsome men out there, if you want to succeed in the society, maybe try downplaying yourself a little bit, your intelligence, read some literature, things like this to make people feel a little bit more comfortable. But that's it. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. I love you guys with all my heart. Peace.